Coach Bill with Bill Mabry Online Coaching. Hope you guys are having a great hump day today. Hey guys, today the topic is that and you've heard me talk about this over and over and over. Just so many different times I've been posting articles about the toxic chemicals that they're finding in our water. And guys, there's just not enough of us out there warning the public, and most of the public are taking their source of water, their source of drinking water, as being clean, and actually the water district, and that's what this video is about, is not telling you the truth. I just got off the phone with somebody that was they were told that their water was safe to drink. And when they did some research and actually had a third-party lab test check their water, it was full of hundreds of different contaminants. And so they were concerned about their water and their family's water, and that's why they gave me, they had the questions about what they need to do to filter out these different dangerous toxic chemicals. And that's the issue, is that most of you do not know that the EPA, the CDC, the EWG, the World Health Organization, the news media, they've been warning us for years about how toxic the chemicals are, and now the EPA are warning us that they have found 56 new toxic chemicals besides the hundreds of other toxic chemicals that they have found in the source of drinking water here in the United States. I've posted all those articles and the research that they did on them. There's actually documentaries that are showing the news media talking about scientific research showing that 99% of all bottled water has plastic particles in the water. How good is that for your brain? Or if you're drinking your 80 ounces to 120 ounces like you're supposed to every day, you're consuming toxic plastic particles every single day, and eventually they're going to clog up and cause damage at the cellular level, and that's where diseases sometimes get started. So guys, don't take water for granted, and don't believe the water district when they're telling you that your water is safe to drink. It's not. They're saying, oh, there's just a limited amount of arsenic or lead or this new toxic chemical they found in 2023, which is called PFAS. All you have to do is go to my Bill Mabry Coaching Facebook group page, join the group, and I listed the actual research and articles of all the different toxic chemicals that they have found in the source of drinking water. Ever since 2019, they keep finding new toxic chemicals, and that's where they came up with an article saying, besides the 356 new toxic chemicals we found in 2019, we are now finding 56 more new ones. Then in 2023, the EPA were very concerned of a new toxic chemical they found in the water. And what they were concerned about is this certain chemical has been linked to certain cancers. And also what's concerning to them is what makes it so dangerous is because it's hard to detect, and because the molecule is so small that it will get into your cells at the cellular level. Guys, these toxic chemicals are going to cause inflammation, going to cause your body to be acidic, and it's really a no-brainer to check for yourself. You can go on you can even Google it. I mean, I don't use Google that often because I have actual scientific sites that I go to, or I have the sites will send me the new updated research of whatever I'm looking into. But I'm getting this stuff more and more, and we need more people out there to tell the public how dangerous the toxic chemicals are. Now, the Japanese and the Asian countries out there have developed a solution, and there's different companies out there, of course, but because of the amount of environmental toxic chemicals that are now in our water, not only in our water, but it's in our food too, But we're talking about water because that toxic chemical can get into our bodies much easier because we are supposed to drink a certain amount of water per day. But they have come up with a device that actually hooks up to your kitchen faucet that takes your source water, which is your city water, and actually converts it into what they're calling hydrogen-rich water. But the kicker is you have to have a device that's actually taken out most all of the dangerous toxic chemicals that are in your source water, and they have to have a certified third-party lab test that actually tested those new technology filters, and they actually show what chemicals are coming out and how the water, when it does take those chemicals out, you are now drinking the healthiest water on the planet. And besides that, you're getting one of the most powerfulest antioxidant molecule that this device produces, which is called hydrogen H2. And hydrogen H2 is known by science, thousands of research articles, to be able to flush out the environmental toxic chemicals you are going to be breathing every single day. If you do drink different liquids that have toxic chemicals, the hydrogen-rich water has the ability to circulate through the cells because of the structure of the water after it's gone through the ionization portion of it, to help flush out the toxic chemicals that are being stored at the cellular level, causing cellular damage. That's why millions of people have now have these devices in their homes for their families to protect them from the environmental toxins and the toxins in the water that are now linked to certain cancers. Again, the kicker is you have to have a device that has a certified third-party lab test showing that they've actually tested the filters to make sure that they are taking out 99.9% of all the most dangerous waters out there. That's why I am now promoting a device known as Alcaviva that actually has that certified third party. And not besides that, it also has a new technology and helping to clean the plates that actually convert the water into hydrogen-rich water from scaling. That's another enemy of the most powerful antioxidant H2, is if your plates are scaling because of your water, you're not going to produce hydrogen H2, which is the therapeutic property and which helps with reverse with many disease models. You have to have a device that's that's able to help descale the machine those plates every time you use it. And that's another new technology Alcaviva has, and I'm sure eventually the other devices hopefully will catch up to that. Again, guys, don't trust your water district if they're telling you your water's clean. It's not clean. I mean, it's all over the website. They're telling you how toxic our water is, and you adults, it's up to you guys to make sure that your family is drinking the best water on the planet. You need to make sure that at a young age, they're drinking healthy water that's toxic free so they don't develop some kind of a medical issue over time. Medical issues do not happen overnight. They happen over time. It's when you continuously do the wrong things, if you're eating a lot of bad toxic foods, or if you're drinking toxic water, over time, a medical issue will pop up. So guys, if you go to my description section of this YouTube, this will be on YouTube, the link to my website for Alcaviva. You can click on that link. It's teamalcaviva.com/drink nature's water/ go to the Get Started button. Click on that Get Started button. Look at the short videos. You'll see the health benefits of hydrogen H2 in every glass of water. Plus, you'll get to a part of it where you can actually put your own zip code in and check to see what the most dangerous toxic waters or toxic chemicals you have in your water. That just shows you how this water district is not telling the truth. If they tell you there's very little amounts of toxic chemicals to do any harm, that's a bunch of BS. If you understand the cells at the cellular level and how the water goes into those cells, those toxic chemicals that they're saying are very minute, they will actually build up in your cells. And like I said, over time, you will get some kind of medical issue. See you guys at the next video. Have a great day.